All right, good thing games are made of two halves. First half was, boy, we had the jitters or something to start out the first half of this game. I think we were pretty anxious to get out on the floor. You know, our shots didn't fall. I thought we took some good shots that normally fall for us, but we didn't work to get high percentage shots in the first half, and I think we came out the second half and really did a better job of getting some higher percentage shots. And then once a few fell, it kind of opened the dam for us. I thought our offense was good the second half. I think our defense was pretty good most of the game except for the box outs. We did not do a very good job of boxing Winona out. They're a good team. Again, we knew coming in they're a good team. You know, they beat Minnesota at their place last year. They have 4 starters returning from that team, but I thought Sam Logic had a really nice first game. I think you can see why she's a fun player to watch, a fun player to coach, leading scorer, leading steals, leading assists, tied for best rebounds. So that was fun to see her get out on the floor. And overall, I thought it was a really nice game for us for an exhibition.
Can you expand a little bit more on Sam coming out? She looked like a senior out there at times.
You know, I think good players are confident. Good players work hard, they compete, they know they're good, and that's the way it should be. So I love it. I love to see her out on the floor looking like she belongs, and she does belong. It's obvious.
What did you guys talk about at halftime?
You know, we just talked about shots. I thought we were forcing our offense too much. I thought we were not letting it work. We were, trying to create too much for ourselves instead of just running our offense. And when something comes open, it's like, all right, now that's a good shot. So I just think that we did talk about rebounding. I don't think that improved a whole lot in the second half. I thought our defense was good. It was just an offensive situation in the first half.
Camille, you being the senior leader, what did you take away from the first game of this kind of a new look team here?
I was actually pretty pleased with our first game. You don't always know what to expect when you've just been practicing for 30 days. So getting into the game, being a senior, I expected the first half a little bit. You always got the jitters and people are rushing things a bit. But you can see us calm down in the second half and start playing our game. And I think the second half is going to showed how we're going to build off of it and kind of showed how our team will continue to grow and get better.
Sam, you kind of fed the run coming out of halftime. What was your mindset coming out of the locker room?
I think we just all knew that we had to change a lot of things. Like Coach said, our rebounding wasn't as good as it needed to be, and it didn't really, like you said again, it didn't change the second half. But I think intensity, that we just need to have more intensity there, beating, not getting the shots to fall and stuff like that. You just need to have more intensity, and more things will come after that.
Sam, it just seemed really kind of natural for you out there in the uniform for the first time in front of the fans. What was your thinking coming out?
Well, I like playing with my team. So, playing with the team like that, our team makes it really pretty easy. We adjust, again, in summer, playing with them 3 times over there, that definitely helps. But, it's really just another basketball game. To an extent, you want to get pumped and stuff for your first college game and things like that, but I think playing with the players that I'm playing with and being knowing the system and how we practice so hard, I think that it just kind of comes.
Coach, you worried at all about the rebounding numbers going forward?
It's a point of concern, but that's what's the good thing about exhibition games. And I was talking to Scott, their coach, before this, and I said, we're so glad you're here because we have so much respect for you and your program, and you're going to identify things for us that we need to work on. And you don't do that when you blow people out. So I thought it was a great exhibition contest for us, and they pointed some things out to us. But yeah, I think we'll get it cleaned up. I think that it'll be a great film for us to be able to watch and pick up some things that we can really work on.
Is Thea still kind of working in? Is that why she kind of got in late?
Yeah. And we have more depth, and so there's less minutes to go around for everybody, and that's a good thing. That brings out the competitor, and I think in everybody when you've got a little bit longer bench. But she's still trying to really get that confidence of being out on the floor and getting in the flow of the game, I think.
Is that how you pictured her getting her first basket? That's pretty cool.
Thier's got a lot of razzmatazz. It's fun. She's a fun player to watch.
Did you get the minutes distributed the way you wanted, or did the tightness of the game affect that at all?
No, I think we got a lot of people in there. Bethany got 24 minutes at the post position. I think that's really good for her to get those minutes in there. Melissa Dixon got some real good minutes, I thought, for us. No, I thought we, for the first time out, you'd always like to give maybe some Virginia and Catherine and Thera a few more minutes, but again, it's going to be a little bit tougher when you have 12 healthy bodies and, you make decisions versus when we had 7 or 8.
Camille, what was it like early when the shots weren't falling, and what did you do to kind of turn things around in the second half?
I think, when we went into halftime, I just kind of told the girls, like, hey, the first half is over. That's why we get a second one. And just to calm down. And I think once we came out and had that first little run and we saw the first one go down, we saw Jamie hit a 3-pointer and she got on a roll and Sam hit a couple threes. And I think once, you kind of get confidence from each other. And so once we saw a couple shots fall, things just kind of changed. And I think it's the biggest thing is when it's the first half and the first exhibition game, just tell everyone not to panic and it's done and over with and we get to go out and play again.
Samantha, you kind of keep score of a game by floor burns.
I think we might win that one. I don't know about today. No, that's just how you kind of play. Again, like going back to intensity and hustle, that's what I try to bring to us.
Coach, did Sam come in as a natural 3-point shooter, or is she already developing that?
She's worked hard on it. I think for the last year. She's really put some time working on that, and but yeah, we always work on our threes all the time, and we'll get better at shooting those too.
Is that something that's coming more natural to you now?
I think so too. That is. I really wasn't one in high school that much. I didn't really need to. More of a drive and set up person, but in this offense, you definitely need to be able to. So once I committed and came here, definitely needed to work on it.
Coach, you got 4 days to gear up for 2 games. What do